Port Vale to Cheltenham 2. George, what does that game say about Cheltenham's character and resolve just to keep going till the final whistle?
Yeah, I think that's never in question with us. We've got such good togetherness in the group, and we always go to the end no matter what. So I think that's never in question, and that's just been shown again today.
And I suppose, having taken the lead, a point is actually kind of less than what you would have been on course for had you have kept that lead. Why do you think things slipped earlier on in the game? Because obviously, when Vale got back into it, they got back in very quickly and 2-1 up at half time.
Yeah, there's been a bit of theme this season where when we concede one, we seem to concede another. So the message came on to kind of stick together, and then we didn't really stick to our game plan straight away. And then obviously they were on top. The crowd got behind them, and they seemed to get the second one. But we dug deep, managed to get the point in the end, and it is a good point coming here. It's a hard place to come, and a good team, and I think what the gaffer at Vale's doing is brilliant. So it's such a hard place to come.
And obviously, there's a physicality as well. There's a directness to the way in which they play. Cheltenham seems to sort of expand the length of the passing, to sort of 15-yard passes, just try and sort of stretch the game a little bit more in the second half. Was that a deliberate plan?
It wasn't a deliberate plan, but obviously they're an older team than us. They're a lot more physical, but I thought we matched their physicality, especially in the first 30 minutes. It is really tough here, especially when the crowd get behind them. Obviously, you could hear the boos coming towards them in the first 30 minutes, so I think that was a testament to us, how well we dealt with that. And I think their wingbacks jumped quite high, especially Ben in down my side was jumping really high. So we felt like we could get in behind their back three. So it wasn't really what we wanted to do, but it was definitely something we did try to do.
And you mentioned playing down the flank there. How are you finding being out at wingback? Because presumably not your first choice position, but it's something you seem to be adapting to.
Yeah, obviously I am just happy to be on the pitch. Obviously I've played strike for a while, and that is my position, but I'm happy to be out there. I always give 100%, 10% every single game, no matter what, and I feel like I'm doing that. I feel like I'm doing quite well out there, nullifying the opposition, and hopefully I can get another run out.
What is it you have to do to sort of make that switch successfully? Is it just about sort of being switched on, being focused and determined, or are there things that you've sort of had to sort of almost remember back to when you have been playing much younger and might not have always played up front?
I think the key to it is listening. It's a position that you're not familiar with. Anyone that goes in there that hasn't played there is different. And listen to the help you get from the sidelines, from the centre halves, and kind of have to take your ego away from it and just listen to what they want, because they know our position. And then foremost for me, it's just winning battles. I mean, you're a right wing back, you want to go forward, but you also defend it. So as long as I can win my 1v1 battles, I think I've done my job half the game, and then I can try and get forward, and that can come out.
And you talk about trying to get a run there with Matty Blair out injured. There does seem to be that opportunity. It's a position up for grabs. Obviously, Ryan Jackson on his way back fit as well, but you're currently the man in possession.
Yeah, I'd say I'm the man in possession, but obviously Jack is out injured, Blair is out injured, but Jack was back soon. I'm not too sure how long Blair is going to be, but I imagine when he's back he'll be fighting to get back in, and we've got Broomy now who can play there. So there's 4 people in theory that could go there, including myself. So there's a lot of people that could. So it's just trying to put performances together and play there, and then see what happens.
And you mentioned Ryan Broom back at the club. How much of a lift has his return and also the arrival of James Olofinjana given everyone?
I think Broomy is one that everyone knows what he brings. He's quality, he's a runner, good delivery, scores goals. So I think for the fans and into the dressing room, it is a big lift. James is another one, obviously coming from Arsenal. He's obviously technically very good. It's obviously hard to judge him off his first 2 games, but I thought he did well today. So yeah.
And Bolton next week. How do you approach that in terms of the recent run that you've been on as a team? Because there's either been a good result or a good performance in each of the last 5 games.
Yeah, it was just to keep ticking the games off. Obviously, I don't think we played amazing today, but we done what we kind of needed to do to get a point, and feel like if we played to how we know we could have maybe grabbed all 3. But it's literally just one game at a time and just keep going.
Thanks, George. Well done today.
No worries. Thank you very much.